Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft live stream, or rather video live stream thing. Okay, so this is going to be kind of like a tutorial or update video on what's happened in 1.16. So yeah, first off, the background's different like normal. Doesn't fully support multiplayer yet. There were some realm issues. I think that's been fixed. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so now onto here. So on the world I have everything laid out. So yeah, let's get started. So first we're going to be going through the items, and there is a game lag along with, I hope not, lag in the stream. This is annoying. Oh my gosh. Hey, you know what? Here's the plan. Okay, so oh yeah, by the way, they added a new graphic setting called Fabulous. So yeah, we're going to put it on fast for now. Render distance of 12. And yeah, hopefully that's better. Alright, so first we're going to go with items, mainly. Just so you guys know, it only covers new things for the most part, not really pre-existing changes. So yeah, first off, soul speed. You can obtain only via bargaining with pillagers. We will get into that later. So the enchantment goes all the way up to tier 3, and it gives you speed on soul sand. So this is what it looks like normally walking, and then with soul speed, it gives you speed. I think it makes you move normally if you have soul speed 1. So yeah, and then the downside to this, though, is that it does take up durability whenever you use it on soul sand, so yeah. Next up is crimson and warped items. So as you can see, there are some, so the red is crimson, the blue is warped. There are crimson fungus, crimson roots, crimson weeping vines, and crimson, I said roots, okay. So the roots, fungus, those, or both of those can go into the flower pots, and same with here. Here there are warped roots, warped fungus, or nether sprout, and twisting vines. Here, I'm gonna just call this yes, like crimson yes, because I have no clue how to pronounce that. So we have crimson yes, looks pretty nice. We have stripped crimson yes, crimson planks, crimson stem, stripped crimson stem, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There is warped yes, stripped warped yes, warped planks, warped stem. Hold on. Okay, warped stem and stripped warped stem. There are also all the wood items in those two categories, like slabs, pressure plates, fence, stairs, signs, doors, buttons, and more, including warped block, which isn't really made with the wood, I think, probably, pretty sure not. Warped fungus on a stick, we'll get into that later, but yeah. Nether gold ore. So nether gold ore looks similar to netherrack, looks like this. So it may be a little difficult to see or find. It can spawn in veins of 1 to 10 times per chunk, or 1 to 20 times per chunk, I think. Not like 10 to 20 times per chunk, my bad. Yeah, so You get an average of 4 gold nuggets from mining 1 nether gold ore. This is my own quick experiment I did recently before making this. These are the results. Feel free to add these up, divide them by 16 to find the average. Average of 4. Netherite. So netherite is a very rare, or it's hard to get. So first you have to find a rare substance in the nether at low Y levels called ancient debris. Then what you have to do is when you mine it with a diamond pickaxe, because it can only be mined with a diamond pickaxe, you get the block itself. Then what you do is you put it in a furnace or a blast furnace. And then what it's going to give you is nether scrap. What you do with nether scrap is you can make you can make netherite with it, but you do need 4 nether scrap and 4 gold ingots. It's a free recipe in the sense that, kind of like flint and steel, you could place the materials wherever and it'll still make it. What netherite is used for is a netherite block, which is like obsidian, but it can be moved, and upgrading diamond items. Like for instance, a diamond chestplate to netherite chestplate, or a diamond hoe to netherite hoe. What the armor does is it gives you more knockback resistance. The tools mine faster and have a lot more durability, and the sword deals more damage. That's it for the sword. I feel like I should have been able to attack faster, to be honest. Next, onto some soul items. So as you can see, there's a redstone dust on this soul sand. Before this update, it wasn't possible, but now it is. And also, you could change it from looking like this to this just by right-clicking, but it only works when it's like this. Because if you connect it and right-click, it won't work because it's connected to something. So yeah, this is soul soil. It's a new block found in Soul Sand Valleys on the ground. Oh yeah, so what it's used for is these soul items, like soul torch, soul lantern, soul campfire, which, speaking of which, you can now place food on an unlit campfire, like so. So let's say we have this, grab a splash potion of water, or splash of water, and then we could still place it. It will just never come out. So these are the recipes for each item. Here's the soul torch recipe, the lantern, or not lantern, the campfire recipe, and the lantern recipe. All very, very similar to the normal recipe, just you have to have some soul soil. Next, shroomlights. Shroomlights can be found naturally in crimson and warp forests and is a natural light source. I will show you guys some later, not now, once we get into the nether. Right, so now basalt. Basalt can be found naturally in basalt deltas, formed when lava travels over soul soil, and the flowing lava is next to blue ice. What I mean by that is like this. So as you can see, lava flows onto the soul sand, and then on top, and then to the side, is some blue ice. It could also be here, and that'll still work. You could probably guess that people already made a bunch of basalt making machines with them. There's also basalt and polished basalt. At the moment, those two are the only ones. So yeah. Blackstone is basically cobblestone and stone. Just, it has no infested form. There's blackstone, polished blackstone, or polished blackstone brick, polished blackstone, and normal blackstone, I'm not sure if there's a chiseled version. There should be. Yeah, chiseled. There's also glided blackstone, which can be found naturally spawned and also in the chests of a I totally forgot what it's called. Crap. Basalt remnant or bastion remnants. Sorry, I cannot speak. So of 16 blocks that I mined, 14 were blocks. 87.5% of the time, you may get glided blackstone blocks instead of nuggets. So basically, it's most likely that, or it's more likely you'll get the actual block for mining it than it is to get a few nuggets. Got 7 nuggets and 14 glided blackstone from 16 blocks. That is roughly 3.5 per, or 3.5 gold nuggets per. A lodestone allows you to make a compass point towards it by clicking on it. So if you grab a lodestone, oh, well, there's a bug. Need to find lodestone. Should be in redstone if I'm correct. No, hold on. Alright, here we are. So, here's a lodestone. It is quite expensive. Okay, so here's the lodestone. If you grab a compass and you click on it, it will forever point towards it until the lodestone is destroyed. Then it just points everywhere because it has no block to point towards. So yeah, it is quite expensive though, like I just said. You need 1 netherite ingot. Like I said before, this is how you make it. It's quite expensive. So yeah. Next up is the target block. What the target block does is it gives you a redstone signal of up to, I'm pretty sure, 14 to 16. Or 14 or 16 if you hit a bullseye. If you hit, the closer you hit to the bullseye, the more, or the stronger the redstone signal it'll give. It's relatively cheap. You only need 9 hay to make it, or 9 wheat for a hay bale, and 4 redstone dust to make it in this format. So crying obsidian can be found in 2 places. 1 in ruined portals, we're going to get to that soon, and 2 at via bargaining. You can get them from. You could get them from bargaining with the Hoglund. No, not Hoglunds. Piggelins. My bad. So it can't be used to make another portal, and yeah, there's not really much use. Although they can be used to make a respawn anchor, which we will get to that soon. So found in the bastion remnants chest, along with nether ruined portals, that is to say ruined portals in the nether, there are chains. Not really much use to them. They should have made it to so where you could make chainmail armor with them. It's pretty cheap, 1 iron ingot along with 2 nuggets. And yeah, there's not really much functionality to them. Next up is the respawn anchor. You need 6 crying obsidian, 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and then 3 glowstone blocks in the center, 3. what it does, or how it works, is you use 4 glowstone to charge it up, and then you right click it in the nether and only the nether, because if you don't, it's going to explode, like so. Yeah, then what it does is when you die, you will at that location at the respawn anchor in the nether. I'd say the explosion power is around the same of an end crystal. So yeah. Next up, ruined portals. So ruined portals can be found beneath water or sand or above land, like so. They normally spawn with 1 gold block and a chest filled with loot. This one has some gold armor, or not gold armor, gold tools, gold, iron, and some fire charges. And here's the crying obsidian that I was talking about earlier. And now into the nether. So in the nether, as you can tell, there's already quite a few different things. First off, there is fog now. Well, different kinds of fog. Over here, the fog will turn purple. Purplish blue. So yeah. Now let's head back to the respawn anchor. So if I die, I respawn at the respawn anchor, like so. Respawned, and then you just have to simply get more glowstone, and then right click on it, and there you go. This is a little quick machine that I put together to automate this, so then that way you don't have to fuel it back up yourself by putting redstone. To observers facing each other, the output going into the dispenser to shoot glowstone blocks into the respawn anchor. So if I /kill myself, you can see it didn't go down, or it did, it just didn't look like it, because of the respawning, or because of this dispenser shooting the glowstone blocks into the respawn anchor. Next up are some biomes. So there's the Crimson Forest. Looks pretty nice. Has deeper red fog than the Netherland Wastes, which is the old Nether. Did I say Netherland Waste? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. No, it's called Nether Waste, not Netherland. Yeah, it has a deeper red fog kind of than the normal Nether or the old Nether. Yeah, if you go into spectator mode, you'll see the shroom lights. They spawn naturally as a natural light source. Hoglins and Piggelins both naturally spawn here too, so you might want to be careful. Next up is the Basalt Deltas. So the Basalt Deltas have ash floating around the air. You could find magma cubes naturally spawning here, along with blackstone and basalt, which are the two primary blocks for the basalt deltas. However, inside of them or near them, you could also find basalt remnants. Actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be near them. They could spawn anywhere, like this one. This one is in a warped forest. In a remnant, though, you could find many things, along with a lot of gold. You could find a Piggelin spawner, which I broke for some reason, don't ask. Along with some loot. It's actually pretty decent loot. Along with glided blackstone. Yeah, chiseled. It's mostly primarily made out of blackstone. And yeah, I'm not sure what. Here's some chests. As you can see, some pretty good loot. Decent loot. soul speed on gold boots. That's actually probably not that good. Some arrows, magma cream, crossbows, gold, and yeah. Also, guys, for live viewers that are just joining, I won't be reading chat because I want this to be more like a video than it is a stream, because I couldn't really record the video without frames being skipped. So yeah, I won't be reading chat for that reason, although I will stream it later today. So yeah. So here's Olson Valley, lots of soul soil and soul sand. Endermen frequently spawn here along with skeletons and ghasts. Those are the only mobs that spawn here. And you can find basalt coming down from the ceilings. It's quite open, and if you place fire on soul soil, you get blue fire. If you place netherrack, it's red. Soul soil, blue. And yeah. Also has a more blue tint to the fog than the crimson, or not crimson, warped forest does, which is over here. There are shroom lights also here, along with fungus, roots, warped roots. Sometimes crimson roots spawn. And yeah. How you get these trees though is very simple. You place them on the warped nylium or crimson nylium, and then you get some bone meal, and then you just bone meal them, and then they grow. I feel like this is a glitch that like it goes through the ceiling and doesn't break any blocks near it. Yeah, it may not be. Next up, the mobs. So there are Hoglunds, which isn't spawned. Why? Because I killed it in my recording. This is a baby Hoglund. Decided to spawn because it doesn't want to cooperate with me. This is a Hoglund. Typically, Piggelins, which are these guys with the big flappy ears, they typically hunt Hoglunds. So yeah, and they're also hostile to the player, deal a lot of knockback like a Ravager. It's basically a lesser version of a Ravager if you look at it that way. Because if I go into game mode survival, you guys will see both the baby and the parent attack me. And yeah, it is they actually deal quite a bit. The baby one does run away though. So yeah, that is the good thing. The adult one, though, doesn't run away. It actually barely takes to KB, actually. Piggelin. So Piggelins can be used to barter with. They are also very hostile and pretty strong. If you come here, survival. As you can see, it almost killed me in one shot, and I was at half health. Which means it almost deals half health of damage. So yeah, they could also be used to barter with. You can only use gold ingots. Gold blocks will not work. As you can see, it's examining it, and then it will give you something by dropping. That time I got 9 soul sand. It could give you multiple things, like soul sand, fire charges, crying obsidian, and soul speed, along with some armor. That time I got normal obsidian. Nice. If you are wearing gold armor, they won't attack you unless you open up a chest. So if you grab, say, a gold helmet from here and let this guy run loose, you guys will see that he's not attacking me. However, the second... Oh yeah, also there he is hunting. Very beautiful. Oh, go away. Alright, so if you do /summon Piggelin, and then as you can see, it's not attacking me because I have the gold helmet, but the second I open up the chest, it attacks me. Any Piggelin, you're only safe from the Piggelins if you open the chest out of their line of sight. I don't know why I did that. Next up is the Strider. So the Strider spawns on these lava lake. Really? The Strider spawns on these lava lakes naturally. And yeah, they look horrible outside of water. This is what they look like. They shake, and I think they also suffocate. You can ride them, however, if you get a saddle and a warped fungus on a stick. It is basically like a pig. Alright, that is also true. Piglins do have a small chance to do a little victory dance when you kill, or when they kill a Hoglund. I actually didn't know that. So yeah, now more of the boring stuff, I guess. Soon. This is a zombified piglin. Happens when a normal piglin is in the overworld. Same thing with the zombified Hoglund. I spelled zombified wrong. Okay, deal with it. So this is what it looks like. It takes like 15-30 seconds for the piglin or Hoglund to transform. And when it does, it just looks like this. Kind of like a zombie pigman. Any second now. It'll keep its weapon and armor that it's wearing. This is a Hoglund. As you can see, it's also shaking. And then it'll become zombified. Like this. So now, the upcoming info is from the official Minecraft site. I'm saying this so I don't, just so then I'm not plagiarizing. It's literally copy pasted for the most part because I didn't really know what half of this stuff meant. That is in that chest, half the stuff in that chest. So yeah. Advancement. There were some advancement changes along with new stuff in the advancements. New advancements include Bullseye, hidden in the depths, cover me in debris, country load, take me home, who is cutting onions, not quite 9 lives, hot tourist destinations, those were the days, war pigs, and oh shiny. Bullseye unlocks when hitting a bullseye of a target block from at least 30 meters away. Hidden depths, so when obtaining ancient debris. Cover me in debris, unlock full netherite armor, or rather obtain. Country load, take me home, is you use a lodestone, load, country load, take me home. Who is cutting onions, obtain crying obsidian, not quite 9 lives. Use a respawn anchor to the maximum. This boat has legs. Ride a strider with a fungus on a stick. Hot tourist destinations. Visit all the nether biomes. And those were the days. Unlocks when entering a bastion remnant. War pigs unlocks when looting a chest in a bastion. And oh shiny unlocks when distracting an angry piglin with gold. Alright, there are a few more changes to pre-existing advancements. Piglins and Hoglunds required for a monster hunter and monsters hunted. Serious dedication you can get now from obtaining a netherite hoe. Obtaining blackstone will count for Stone Age. And breeding striders now counts for parrots and the bats, along with 2x2, which in case you didn't know is you have to breed every animal. Dispenser additions and changes. So dispensers can now saddle pigs, put horse armor and saddles on horses, put carpets on llamas, chests on llamas, donkeys, mules, can shear mushrooms, and can shear snow golems. Next up is F3N changes. What it does is now basically it takes you back to the previous version or previous mode you're on. Like say if I were in survival, it'll take me to spectator, then back. Also, this is what the looks like from a Hoglund view. And Piggelin view. Zombified Piggelin. And then if we're in creative mode, it'll take us to spectator. Basically, whatever mode you're in, if you press F3 and N, it'll take you to spectator mode. Press it again, it'll take you back. So the game mode switcher. So this is a cool feature that they added. Hold F3 and tap F4 to open the menu. Tapping F4 will cycle the game mode, or you can use the mouse. Release F3 to apply. Your last game mode is remembered and will be first selected option, so you can quickly toggle between two game modes with a single press of F3 and 4. So if I hold F3, click 4, this is the menu, click F4 again, creative, survival, adventure, spectator. And then if I want to be in that game mode, I just release it, and there you go. Hold, press, and then there you go. Quite cool if you ask me. And now, menu changes, along with other changes. So this is going to be long, and I don't really understand like 20% to half of this. So yeah, custom worlds, added experimental support for new custom worlds. Edit world screen now has an option to export world settings to JSON file. During world creation, you can import previously exported world settings. There's also now a fabulous graphics setting, which is better than fancy and fast. If we head over to fancy, or not fancy, fabulous, then you can see graphics uses screen shaders for drawing weather, clouds, and particles behind translucent blocks and water. This may severely impact performance for portable devices and 4K displays. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep it on fancy for now. And yeah, I haven't actually seen leaves with fabulous. So a bunch of parameters are exposed but marked as experimental, meaning you can play with them, but there is no guarantee with any of them or that any of them will continue working even in the snapshot. Flat level preset string lost structure settings. They're now stored in a common format for all worlds. We will restore some form of this functionality soon. That is, we being Mojang. I'm not part of Mojang. This is copy pasted from the Mojang site. Not Mojang site, Minecraft site. Buffet world can no longer be created from server properties. Flat level settings changed a bit. Wait. Okay, so buffet world can no longer be created from server properties. Flat level settings changed a bit. Better support for custom world generation on the server is coming. This should probably be here. Data packs. So data packs can now be selected before a world is created. Recreate option will also copy data packs preset in source world. Data pack loading. This is a bunch. I guess I'll read it though. If data pack reload fails, changes will not be applied, and the game will continue using previous data. If existing data packs prevent world from loading, game will give the option to load world only vanilla. It'll give an option to load world in safe mode, which loads only vanilla data packs. Changes in data pack lists are stored only after successful reload. Added safe mode option, which we just talked about a little bit. Just spoke of the word. And basically what safe mode does is it's an option to a server to load only the vanilla data packs. Games will now detect critical data pack issues like missing required tags and prevent the world from loading. So yeah, what the new world creation looks like now is like this. As you can see, they also made a new game rules menu, divided into sections like players, mobs, spawning, drops, world updates, chat, and miscellaneous. And then more world options, as this. You can import a setting, which will then, I'm assuming, open up File Explorer. I was correct. You have to just go into .minecraft, select the folder and saves that you want, and there you go. Data packs. You have to have a data pack in the folder, put it here in selected, and then you'll load it up. And then when you create the world, the data pack will be there. So yeah, I hope you guys found this useful. Sorry to the people who joined because it was a stream. This was mainly to be more of a video type. Again, since I couldn't really record the video, I did. But it committed frame stop or frame skip. So yeah. I hope you all enjoyed and found this useful. Have a good day, guys. And goodbye.